Okay, so the next thing we'll be looking at is why graphic design matters. All right, so I've looked at what is graphic design. So the first point, before we go to the first point, why the graphic design matters. We looked at what is graphic design. All right, so why are we designing? Why are we doing graphic design? Why is there a need for graphic design? All right, so the first point is it builds brand identity. It builds brand identity. All right. See, one thing, one crucial thing you must know is that there is demand. Or I can say there is a demand for graphic design because people need someone who can help them push their brand out there. So it builds brand identity. It builds brand identity. All right. So graphic design helps people to know your brand, helps people to know what your brand is about, helps people to know more information about to have more information about your brand. All right. For example, through the colors you use, through the patterns, through the pictures, the story that is telling through that design, all right, about your brand. All right, that is one of the reason why we need graphic design. All right, so it is very crucial because it helps to build brand identity. It tells people to know, okay, yes, is this brand, is this brand, is this brand, is this brand, because of the design that they've seen. All right, so the second point is it communicates messages clearly. It communicates messages clearly. It communicates messages clearly. All right. That is one of the things you must know how to do as a graphic designer. You must know how to communicate your message, all right, or communicate the message in such a way that it is clearly understood. All right. So that's one of the mistakes a lot of graphic design make. They just, design and just okay, let me just do this design, let me just do it because they say I should do it. No, right? There are some things you have to understand, there are some things you have to um take note of before doing and I can even say after when you design. All right. Is this design, is it communicating the message clearly? So it communicates messages clearly. All right. That one thing design is expected to do. That one thing design does. So it communicates messages clearly. All right. When people say design, people should get, oh yeah, it's talking about this, it's talking about this, it's talking about this, talking about this. All right. So the third one is it attracts attention. In fact, this is one of the most important. This is one of the most important, all right? Your design must attract attention. Why graphic design matters is that it helps to attract attention, all right? So that one of the things graphic design does. When people say design, oh, they should love it. They see it, they'll be like, yeah, about this brand. Yeah, let me check what this brand is about because of the design they've seen. Imagine the design was so bad, the chance that person will check it is low. All right. So, but if there is a good design out there, all right, people will be able to they will see it and they'll be like, okay, let me check about this organization, let me check about this, yeah, about these people. All right. So it attracts attention. All right. That one thing graphic design does. All right. It attracts attention. All right. It should bring people, it should attract people, it should draw people. All right. So it attracts attention. And then the last point is it improves user experience. It improves user experience. It improves user experience. All right. In the let me say in the business world, you can say it improves consumer experience or it improves customer experience. All right. So it improves user experience. All right. The user is talking about the people you are passing the message to. All right. People you are passing the information to, people you are communicating the message to. All right. So it improves user experience. All right. So the design they've seen, how is it related to them? All right. So these are the things you must take in note in when you are designing. All right. So the design they've seen, how is it related to them? Like what? How do they connect with the design? So that's when user experience come in. How do they connect with the design? All right, you are designing about a brand. Okay, how does your design about the brand, how does it connect with the people? How does it connect with the targeted audience? All right, so that is what um user experience all about. It improves user experience. That one things graphic design does. So yeah, let's see what is next. We've looked at why graphic design matters. See you in the next video.